There's Franny right there. Still want me to do two?
Internet's red today. All right, welcome back, everyone, to the quarterfinals of the Hot Sauce Battle 2020 in association with IamAVL, Wicked Weed, Bhramari Brewing Company, Highwire and Highland Brewing Company, and also Firewalker Hot Sauce. To kick us off and get us started on this quarterfinal day, this beautiful Saturday, we got Pierce Edens. Take it away, Pierce.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They say the way to make God live it, tell him all the thing you're at. They say the way to make him mad, it's a wishful thing that you already had. So I'm gonna sit around all the day, watch the world just pass by me. Yeah, I'm gonna sit around all the day, watch the world just pass by me. I'm gonna let it go now, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll now. I'm gonna let it go now, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll now. I'm gonna let it go now, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll now. I'm gonna let it go now, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll. They say the way to make God live it, tell him all the thing you're at. So I'm gonna light up this town, work in the sun, and my skin turn brown, and work it hard. At any man seen ya, I'm gonna earn me a name for me. Yeah, work hard. Any man seen ya, I'm gonna earn me a name for me. And then I'm gonna let it go now, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll now. I'm gonna let it go now, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll now. I'm gonna let it go now, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll now. I'm gonna let it go now, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll. Now every day we toil up a hill and every morning at the bottom again. Always see heaven, but it never get close and a heavy old weight laid on the shoulder. And thought die being punished, Lord. I thought the world gonna bring me down till the one day when the clouds open up and I figured it out. See, I don't mind, no, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll now. I don't mind, no, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll now. I don't mind, no, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll now. I don't mind it, oh no, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll. Toil up a hill and every morning at the bottom again. Always see heaven, but it never get close. And a heavy old weight laid on the shoulder. And I thought die being punished, Lord. Thought the world gonna bring me down till one day when the clouds open up and I fade out. See, I don't mind, no, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll now. I don't mind, no, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll. I don't mind, no, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll. I don't mind, no, I'm gonna sing a little rock and roll. Yeah, thank you. Quarterfinals. There we go. Howdy, y'all. My name is Pierce Edens. Do this one. like over the ridge at the top from the snow and the ice and the rain. And the water's coming up, but it doesn't matter none, 'cause this one isn't getting away. No, the dull and the quiet turn so sharp and silent now. I'm straining my ears, I'm listening for the slightest of sounds. See, could I heard it once, it was just a song on the wind, and I've been chasing it round ever since then. Yeah, I heard it once, it was just a song on the wind, and I've been chasing it round ever since then. Here we go again. See, I've been following so long this siren song, it's the only road I know back home. And whenever it disappears, the only thing that I can hear are whispers of it on the wind of blowing out. Shade warning, careful what you're wishing for. See, good, I heard it once, it was just a song on the wind, and I've been chasing it round ever since then. Yeah, I heard it once, it was just a song on the wind, and I've been chasing it round ever since then. Here we go again. Here we go again. Out on the freeway in the early morning when all the world is still blue, and the ache in my head is slacked off a little bit as I watch the failing of the moon. The sun was still abed, but them clouds up overhead, they were lighting up like they were on fire, and I watched them burning like the lessons I've been learning from the offerings we made to the meantime. La 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 You got I heard it once, and it was just a song on the wind, and I've been chasing it round ever since then. Yeah, I heard it once, and it was just a song on the wind, and I've been chasing it round ever since then. And here we go again. All right. Thanks, y'all.
Pierce, it's great to see live music on the Orange Peel stage.
Oh, it's
again.
great to be back in the world again. You know?
Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing during this time?
I've been just hunkered down at the house. You know, do a daily live stream from my backyard.
Okay.
You know, like at 4 o'clock every day, and it's just something.
What's that called? Porch pickings?
Yeah, just the porch picking series I do. You know, like it's just something that sort of I came up with just to pass the days as I was just hunkered down out in Madison County out there. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, gardening and playing tunes. You know.
Working on your tan?
Yeah, I wish.
Well, absolutely amazing. Thanks for coming and joining us part of the hot sauce battle.
Yeah.
And then you'll be finishing off with a couple more tunes at the end of it as well.
Yep.
So there you can go every day at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
If they go to Pierce Edens on Facebook Live, is that
Yep.
correct?
Yep. Facebook and Instagram, but the sound is better on Facebook.
Sound is better on Facebook. Fantastic. So go ahead and tune in this afternoon. But thanks for joining us, man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Let's go ahead and get all the judges back up for this is welcome to the quarterfinals of the Hot Sauce Battle 2020. The Elite 8, I think is what we're calling it. Because we are, we're trying more hot sauces. And we're also trying beer as well. So we've got Wyatt from Wicked Weed with us. He's brought a couple of beers in today. We've got the Cucumber and the pressed, so we'll be able fresh pressed, so we'll be able to try those with our hot sauces. Again, welcome back, Kelly Denson.
Hey.
And then we've got one of our new judges today. We got Franny from Franny's Pharmacy. Thanks for joining us, Franny.
Yeah, great to be here.
I say we go straight. Well, you want to give a quick synopsis of what we've got going on today?
Sure, yeah. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, everyone watching. Thanks again to Pierce Edens. That was great.
Yep.
It's good to have music in this room, in this building, and just in our lives, having live music again. So, thank you very much to Pierce and everyone that has contributed in that regard. But yeah, it's on. This is the last day. We were down to the Lit 8, and we started with 32 local entrants of hot sauces, chefs, cooks, restaurateurs, retailers, artisans, whatever. We had a really creative and talented pool of people that contributed to hot sauce, and we were down to the quarterfinal round of 8. So we've been tasting them one by one, round by round, and this is what we're down to. So we got some tasty stuff ahead of us, and again, as we talked about before, this kind of stemmed from a couple months back when we first all went on quarantine. I started a sandwich bracket on Facebook, and this is kind of just an offshoot spin-off of that, and Justin and I put our heads together on it, and here you go. So
we came up with a great idea. We could eat hot sauce and drink beer and listen to music. Mm-hmm. So it was
genius.
It was pretty good.
Beautiful.
So thanks for all of you guys joining us. Well, I say we go straight into the first one. We've got what we did in the past. We kind of said, hey, this is who you're trying. It's this one against this one. So it's but we kind of as it's evolved, we say, hey, we're trying number 1 against number 2. So if you go on the top. Coming down, number 1 on your right, number 2 on the left. So we go, number 1 first. Go ahead and try those, and then we'll tell you a little bit about the chefs and the people that are responsible for making the hot sauces afterwards. While you guys are trying those, go ahead. You've got some chips up there that you guys can try them with. Wyatt, just as you're biting into the hot stuff there, tell us a little bit about what Wicked Weed, and we've gone over a little bit of this before, but for those that are just kind of tuning in fresh, what you guys have been doing for the community during this time.
Yeah, we've been doing as much as we can. Thankfully, by all the support we've had from the curbside and the delivery services that we put on, we've still been able to keep things active enough to where we can be engaged in the community and out there doing a lot. We've taken meals to the fire department, to the police department. We're giving out about 3,000 meals a day to people in need in different shelters in Western North Carolina. And we are doing pop-up meals for restaurant workers just next to the Masonic Temple. So you can swing by there on Saturdays and get you a free meal if you're in the restaurant industry.
So today, right now, you guys are doing that?
I reckon so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. And then you guys have got the tent set up, and people can curbside. You've also got delivery as well, right?
Yeah, if you're within 10 miles of our pub, you can get beer delivered straight to your doorstep. We're running some really great deals. The Cucumber, which is one of our most popular beers, just came out this week, and we're doing cases of that for $19.99. Also, if you wanted to get a case of both the fresh pressed and our new Coastal Love Hazy IPA, you can get both those cases for $29.99 right now.
That's a sweet little deal right there.
Taking
Cool.
care of the people.
I tell you got to take care of the locals, man. I say, because they're going to be when we all bounce back and we start getting through it, they're the ones that are going to be taking care of us as businesses as well.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. All right, guys. Well, what do you got? Kelly, I see you've got the milk over there.
Yep.
Came back with the milk again.
We started when we did this. You were part of one of our earlier rounds, and we had some of the lighter hot sauces. You're in for something a little more of the heavy hitters of today.
I should have brought more milk.
Yeah, maybe. I've got shooters of half and half if you want some.
Oh God.
If you run out of that,
Or the cool cucumber might help.
Cucumber definitely will help.
Cucumber, sorry, cucumber.
Tell us, what do you think on that first sauce today? First and second, what do you got?
The first, it was really thick, and I think we established last time I'm a consistency junkie, and I'm not sure that that's the consistency that I love. It's really thick. And I mean, am I allowed to say what I choose right now?
Yeah, go ahead if you want.
I choose the second one. This
We
one.
haven't tried the second one.
Oh, I did. Were we not supposed to?
She's out of it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I like the balance of it, and the consistency was better.
Go ahead and try the
I felt like it's
second
more
one.
like something I would drip on.
Yeah, I did.
Everyone catch up
Throwing the
with
rolls
Kelly.
out the window from
Come
the
on,
last
guys.
round.
Kelly.
What's going on with you guys? You're so slow.
Kelly, of course, is no newbie to the world of food battles over the years. Are you guys doing Wing Wars this year, or when's the next battle that you're? Is there a way that we can maybe sit up here, drink beer, and eat wings or burgers?
I mean,
or
I'm not going to eat wings in front of a camera, but you can.
Can we do a sushi? Can we do a sushi battle?
I have no shame. I don't care. I'll sauce it up.
Could we do a sushi battle maybe? Like, like sit up here and that'd be.
You know, as much buzz as when I've been going on our Facebook with our group of friends locally with Jamie Hepler's hatred of Domino's Pizza. That has brought up local pizza talk. It's like, where can you get a good local pizza?
Okay.
Who does have the best crust and this and that?
Okay.
So that's something to think about in the future. We just sit up here and eat pizza.
So next week.
Yeah. What's great about that is like I
I
can
would
never do
love
that
to bring
live.
a CBD infused one because my favorite thing to put on pizza is big, beautiful cannabis leaves.
CBD infused
I
pizza.
think that's a wonderful idea.
Yes.
Franny, tell us a little bit. Obviously, Franny from Finish From. This is your first hot sauce battle. What are you thinking with these two hot sauces? Are they a little too hot for you, or?
Oh no, I love it hot. I like it hot, hot, hot. I think the first one I really liked it. It was smoky, and I love some of that, but it was a little bit thicker, maybe the consistency, and I really loved the second one. This is one, it had some heat to it. I like the consistency of it because it's one I think about that I like to put hot sauce on everything. So it's a really good one that I'd put on my eggs.
Okay. All right. I like that.
Farm fresh eggs, that
We
is.
got two votes for the second one. Wyatt.
I'm revisiting number 2 right now. I really like the heat of the first sauce.
Yep.
A little slow
Yep.
builder,
Yep.
kind of chipotle. The second one is just a little bit more typical hot sauce. I agree the consistency with number 1 is kind of throwing off. I can't even really imagine that coming out of a bottle, but it would taste good on like some ribs or something like that. But I'm going to go with number 2.
Joe, we did this the other day. We've had a few of these. We started off when we started these, we had 4 judges, and we had it several times where they were tied, so we'd have to get the musicians to come up. We had the 5th judge, and since we've done that, we really haven't had to do. By the time it gets to Joe and I,
Yeah,
there's
a
not
lot
much
of times
voting
it's been
left
like
to do.
bing, bang, boom, 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And that wasn't the case. Like in the earlier rounds, I remember the second segment of the first round, we had 4 or 5 ties out of 8
Yep.
matchups. So we're like, okay, we got to go to 5 judges now because, a lot of our musicians didn't necessarily sign up to come in and burn their tongues off. Some of them didn't try it at all. And John helped us out with tasting, our sound guy here, a couple of times. But so no, that's it. The second sauce wins that matchup.
Just to tell you then, just to go in, and so the winner of that round, it was Mamacita's. Mamacita's they have their magic sauce that's on their tables every time you go over there. But they made a sauce specially for us and for this hot sauce battle with guava, chilies, habaneros, garlic confit, and salt. That was the first one, a little thicker, not exactly like your traditional hot sauce.
Death slap sauce is what it was called. I love that one. My vote would have went for that.
My
one.
vote was for that one too.
I like the heat a little better, and to me, I'm going for overall flavor. And overall flavor, that one was better to me. The other one was great too. They're both really good sauces, and I realized that the one from Mamacita's is a little more of a paste or a spread, but it is fucking delicious.
Yep.
It is.
It was
really
awesome.
good.
It was really,
It's got
really
this
good.
mole quality to it, and I think it would be good on a lot of different meats. But yeah, go ahead and announce the winner of that.
And the winner of that, we got Deli Llama, the food truck. So this is called Llama Spit. Chastity Edwards, who is the maker of this hot sauce, she was going to start her own hot sauce company just as this COVID-19 hit. So she had to put that on the back burner a little bit. But hopefully with some of the notoriety that she's getting from the hot sauce battle, she'll be good to go. And her food truck is normally where, do we say, Joe?
A lot of times they park on weekends at Haywood Country Club on Haywood Road, even though the bar is not open. They may be selling packaged beers or something out of there, I'm not 100% sure. But she sets up in the parking lot right there a lot of times on Saturdays, Sundays, so look there for her. And they used to set up right over here near Catawba, but I'm not sure if they've been doing that recently. So
I think that's where they first found their fame in Asheville,
right,
for sure.
yeah.
Well, guys, jumping into the second battle here, we've got two very different sauces. This is going to be a good little one just to see what you guys prefer. But yeah, go ahead and give one and two a shot as fast as possible. Just kidding. Hey.
Yeah, and remember to
Llama
cleanse your
spit this hot
palates
sauce
with
on
water
you.
in between tasting. That helps. So the sauces don't linger together on your palate.
So Franny, you guys normally do a music festival out at Franny's farm during the summer. Are you guys doing it this year, or are you? What's the direction that you guys are going with that?
We've had a lot of things that have changed. We are not doing the music festival, but we are doing some Sundays on the farm. It's kind of like a Asheville city limits.
Okay.
And those are really small groups, and we'll live stream those, but we're not planning to do any big gatherings this year.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to do that right
Well, it's
now.
good for you guys. You've got the space out there. People can still socially distance and still be able to enjoy the outdoors and some social capacity, right?
Yes, we've done, just in efforts to be really considerate, have had some small groups. And there have been about 10 of us, but there's a lot of space. We were yelling at each other. We're like, we could, as we move into that, it's a safe space for people to gather and be outside and listen to music.
Right.
Live
It's so
music.
nice.
What kind of CBD would you pair with sauce number one here?
It depends. What I love about the CBD oils is they're great to use in food, so you can use that with anything because it has a really neutral palate. But we love to cook with cannabis, and we've worked with lots of different restaurants locally. We have a cannabis chefs collective throughout this community, and we love to use the flower. It looks just like buds, but the terpenes really pair well with different things. So this first one kind of has some mustardy stuff to it.
Yep.
So I would bring in one of our strands that has like a lemonine terpene profile to complement that.
Very cool.
I like that.
You guys should get together. We've had a lot of good collaborations that, like, you should get together with Wicked Weed, and there you go. We've got some beer going on.
I
Match
love
made
to
in
infuse
heaven.
a homebrew, so I love to infuse beer.
I'll give you a card.
Where we at? What do you guys? What do you got? What are you feeling about this first and second hot sauce here right now?
You definitely nailed it. They're pretty different. I really like the flavor of this first one.
It's got that kind of
Curry, mustard, yeah.
Yeah, a little citrus.
yeah.
Great color, vibrant color, and the color comes through almost in the taste too. It's very fresh tasting. The curry doesn't hammer your tongue, hammer your palate.
I love this first one as well. It immediately made me start thinking about cannabis and limonene and all the different flavor profiles that could go with the good diversity of it.
So the cucumber goes pretty well with sauce number one.
cucumber
I'm about
sauce.
ready for
If you haven't tried that combo yet, Judge
I
King.
did.
I'm all about it.
Yep.
The second one is very good as well.
It is. It's got the heat, definitely more heat.
I'm having a lot of trouble with this decision. I'm not sure about you guys.
They're both the perfect sauce for two different situations, you know?
Exactly. That's why I'm hands down picking the first one just because I love that flavor. Even though I think the second one is really good, it's a little bit more versatile.
Love it. Cool. Number one over there. Kelly, what you
Number
got?
one.
Number
I
one?
remember. I think that's the same one I tried on the first round, and I've talked about it like 3 times this week. So,
Okay.
yeah, I love that one. It's really
And
good.
not too fire for you?
No, the second one though, I think has lit me up. My nose is
You're
already
glowing,
starting.
darling. You're glowing.
My nose is starting to run. We're only halfway there.
Wyatt, what you got?
Just from a uniqueness standpoint, I'm going with sauce 1 too. So, sorry to leave you guys high and dry again, but I'm still very interested in your opinion as well, Justin.
I don't have an opinion.
Right.
I would you know, that's a tough one. I'd probably go with the second one, I think, on that one. But, you know, it's got that kind of like smokiness. It's more of a traditional hot sauce, kind of more of like a breakfasty kind of, you know, put anything on eggs kind of thing.
Huevos rancheros.
Yep. God, yeah, perfect. What do you got, Joe? What would you have gone with?
Like I said, this is a damn near impossible decision. I like that they're way different types of sauces, different flavors. I would have to lean slightly towards sauce 1, even though I love both of them, and I'm gonna take both of them home with me after today.
I'll fight you for them.
We got plenty to go. But yeah, I mean, in a very close one. So,
if I eliminate all my favorite sauces now, can I take them home with me?
Yes. So that's what people said when we first started doing this. They were like, you and Joe just really want to like, you've discovered that the cure for COVID-19 is hot sauce, and you just want to like hole up and like steal all the great local hot sauces.
well,
Busted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we're giving them love in the meantime, man.
So just to tell you a little bit about what we had there, the number 2, the one that didn't win that round, was Cat Scratch, and that's from Biscuit Head. Biscuit Head is open on Biltmore, open on West Side, and they're also doing a pupusa pop-up, I believe, at weekends.
I don't think they're fully open on Haywood Road on the west side, just on the weekends for the pupusa head pop-up.
Okay.
Which is delicious. When we first started this last week, I brought in some pupusas to eat between rounds. Really nice. And and they are open for takeout, have been the entire time, I think, on Biltmore Avenue near the hospital.
And the winner of that round was Shane Casto from Yacht Club, and his sauce was just straight up called Fire. It was a little more of a current influence hot sauce.
Yeah, Shane, I believe after culinary school and before coming to Asheville, spent a good bit of time in the islands. So that might explain the direction he goes in his cooking, and with that sauce in particular. I think he was in the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas or something like that, where he was doing either an externship or just hanging out and cooking, and you know.
Are there ingredients on that thing?
No ingredients on there, but I'm sure we can find those out before the next round.
Yeah.
I believe that you can get one of the dishes that they had over there was like he would do wings with this hot sauce and put them on top of tater tots or something like that.
I
It
can't
was on the
remember
menu.
exactly, but I know that he said he doesn't always have that on the menu or on the tables, but he usually has some available. So if you just like, hey, you got any of that fire? And then he'll be like, oh, I got you.
Just make sure you ask the right person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I want some of that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I'll let Shane know to, keep that in production, and as he should. I mean, he has now made it to the Final Four, so.
That could be a nice
Good
little
job,
side
Shane.
hustle for him going forward.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
It's like,
starts bottling
yo, man,
this.
you got that fire?
Yo,
Yeah.
like the drug deals that I did, not the actual drug deals that I did, but it was the deals of like people bringing their hot sauce in to like bringing them in like brown paper bags, and they were all like super shady, like looking around the corner,
like
handing them off.
peeking through the door. It's like, yo, where you at? Yeah, they were dropping them off on my porch at home. I think I mentioned before, my 5-year-old stepson was like, who's that on the porch? I'm like, hey, he's just dropping off hot sauce, buddy.
No big deal.
This is
And
the new
peppers are
normal.
the best thing in the world to grow too.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And a lot of
Awesome.
these people did grow their own, harvest their own chilies for these sauces, or got them from local farmers. So kudos for that. I know Gaining Ground was represented by one, and Flying
Yeah.
Cloud was represented by one. It's just
And
some
those
of
are
the
my
local
people.
farmers.
We
Yeah,
grow
of course.
peppers for a lot of different hot sauces, and it's Santiago's done stuff with us brought peppers from Peru, and
The thing about peppers and chilies, Franny, is there's such a spectrum of them, and there's such a long harvest season from the beginning chilies that start to harvest until you get the ones in the fall, late fall. It's a beautiful thing, for sure.
yeah, and they're beautiful in the landscape, and they're easy, and they're pest resistant.
Yeah.
I've always had the hardest time growing peppers, but you know,
They like it hot.
I don't
Just
have-
don't plant them too early.
my
They
green
like it
thumb's
hot.
not exactly on point. So, So I guess we're going into the third of 4 today. I do want to mention, and I think so. One of the competitions, one of the prizes that we had the other day was for some of the sauces that had got knocked out, because we had some really good sauces getting knocked out. So we decided to do an X prize. That was given by Firewalker, and that went to Ben Colvin from Devil's Foot. With Baby Yoda, the green hot sauce that they made. We've got another side award as well, which is going to the best name. And I was thinking that maybe after this, we'll post those names on the battle page, and people can just vote for them, and we'll just say, hey, by the time we go into the final, whoever gets the most votes, boom, you go ahead and
that way it's not all on us.
Yeah.
To make that decision.
Yeah.
It's a diplomatic way of doing it all.
Let's go ahead and do that, and then obviously if any of you guys are watching, just post it up. Whoever gets the most votes going through that, we'll post those names, and yeah, they'll win. But yeah, going into the third of 4 battles, hot sauce 1, hot sauce 2. Go ahead and give them a shot, folks, and let me know what you think. Wyatt, what else we got going?
Watch your social distance, though.
I'm just making sure we're 6 feet.
I don't know where those hands have been.
You guys got some other things, some new beers that you guys will be bringing out soon, or?
Yeah, well, we've got always popular for this time of year. The Watermelon Burst is back out. So I know that's something that did really well here at the Orange Peel last year.
Yep.
But just a really easy drinking, fruit-forward beer with a little bit of acidity to it. I mean, other than that, we're just kind of keep it all together in the wheelhouse. We will change the fresh press pretty soon, actually, now that I think about it. So the fresh press that we're drinking right now comes with blood orange, grapefruit, and agave. We're going to change that up to mango pineapple.
Oh, that sounds good.
So it should be kind of integrating itself out there in the market right now as we speak. But as soon as we can get more draft of it out into the market, we definitely will as well.
So for the new beer drinkers that are out there, and you hear about sour beers that obviously you guys are well known for, and then you've got a burst, and then you've got a press. If you were to look at the 3, what's the difference between those 3?
Well, I mean, the fresh pressed is kind of, it's not something really we call a sour beer. It's just a fruited wheat beer. But it is kind of that step in the direction towards building up that palate for the acidity, and then from the fresh pressed, you could go straight into our series of the bursts, which the flavors change throughout the year as well. But like I said, right now, the watermelon dragon fruit's out as well. So that one's going to be a little bit more tart. And then when you start moving into our true barrel-aged sours, the things that come in bottles, that's when you're really stepping up into a whole different realm of fruit levels and acidity. So they're kind of all designed to lend themselves from one to the other. If you're already a lover of sour beer, it's great to go ahead and find those ones. But if you're out there and you're looking into new things and you're looking for more seasonal varieties, you can start on the more easy spectrum of something that's just lightly tart, and you can move yourself up from that to burst, which is going to be even more so tart, more like a lemonade, and then get into that world of true barrel-aged sours, which is just a whole nother fermentation character that's, depending on what fruits you have, what barrels you're aging it in, those beers can be all over the place, and we can make a lot of different flavors in that department. So it's almost just pick your favorite fruit and then just go with that beer right there. But if you need to work your way up the levels, we've got it structured in that way as well.
And you guys get super experimental over there next door. I know you guys do a lot of work with nonprofits from around the area as well, and that's always fun to see. Sure,
yeah. We're fortunate to be in a position where we have a person on staff. Her name is Rachel Dudasic, and she is our community engagement coordinator. She's in charge of all philanthropy, so it's pretty awesome to have someone on staff that's in charge of giving away money. But we're able to have that person, and she sets up all these programs all the way around Western North Carolina, from our partnership with the Southern Appalachian Highlands Conservancy, which they protect land from Virginia all the way to upstate South Carolina, to the 3,000 meals a day that are going out right now to shelters all over Western North Carolina. So that's her wheelhouse, and that's what she does, and she's amazing at it. She's a local. She grew up in Madison County. So we're lucky to have someone with that good of a grasp on our community and what the needs are and how to best serve it.
Very cool, very cool. Well, cool, guys. What do you think? Kelly, what do you got going on here? What are you thinking about these first two, these two?
So the second one seemed to have like a kind of herbaceous thing going on, like some thyme, I think. Which I've never
Thyme
really.
and oregano. Is what
It might be oregano. It might be oregano. And I'm not. I don't know that I totally. I don't know. I guess I'm not sure that that's my thing. So, but this one was like garlic. This seemed like it was like there was some garlic or something happening in it. I really, really liked the first one, and I think I spent so much time going, what is that? What's that herb right there? And so it just distracted me, I think, from the hot sauce. So I think I like the first one the best.
Number one?
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Franny.
All right, so this is one that I hands down pick number 2. It reminds me of a walk through my farm. I can smell the herbs in it, so I love the aroma and I love the taste. Also, we grow something called sumac, not poison sumac. It looks kind of like a red pepper that when you grind it up is paprika. It reminds me of walking through my garden. I would want to eat it all the time.
Sumac is kind of one of those crucial herbs in a lot of Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, and North African cooking. That they use a lot of sumac in a lot of dishes and that entire area there.
It's such a great thing, and it grows natural here, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm picking 2.
All right, we got one.
I'll put a little bit of a hurting on me, those two. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I went back and forth on them quite a bit, just to trying to figure out which one I like better. And I'm starting to sweat a little. It is a lot warmer outside and in the building than the previous rounds that we did. I think, the other day, I think it was like 55 degrees outside and probably about 55 degrees in here. I'm sitting in here in a hoodie. Right now, I'm about ready to take my shirt off, but I'll spare that from everyone watching.
Don't tempt us with a good time.
Wyatt, what are you thinking, man?
So, number 2, with my very first bite, I was kind of like confused a little bit. I'm gonna say it kind of like reminded me of like a really spicy pizza sauce.
That's the oregano, I think, right?
But the more I got into it, that heat really built up, and I think it has a really nice rounded flavor. I enjoy the first sauce. I like some acidity in the sauces, but I feel like all the acidity in this one's coming from like citrus itself as opposed to like a little vinegar bite. And I'm going to go with sauce number 2 because of that. I think it's just a little bit more unique. I like the herbaceousness of it, and that's another good one to go with the cucumber right there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Joe. Actually, I'll go first.
Yeah, all right.
Is that all right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Go ahead.
Because then
We may both end up.
Because you have to do all the hard work then. How's that?
Yeah.
So for me, again, I'd like the oregano for sure. Definitely gives it that like kind of pizza sauce kind of feeling to it, and it's also a little chunkier for me. Whereas, and I'm not sure I like that as much as the viscosity of the first one. I'm gonna go with number 1 on that, which brings it to a tie. Again, I didn't want to do the hard work on this one, Joe.
At least you own it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that you own that, though.
Oh God, you got it.
Well, it's funny. On Saturday in the second round, it just seemed like every time that Justin didn't have to vote. It either came down to either one of us had to vote or share our votes because there was already a winner, a clear-cut winner, or my vote was the tipping side and having the 4th vote. And then there was the one time it came down to you and you were like, I want to get Franco from Firewalker back up here. I was like, no, dude. No.
I didn't want to make the call.
Okay.
I'm trying to make friends up here, not enemies.
You saying you can't take the heat?
Ooh,
Oh, ta-da.
Well, like I said
takes the heat of
before,
the
I already know. I'm afraid.
I definitely went back and forth on this one. It does, just because of the oregano, it doesn't necessarily remind me of a pizza sauce. It does say to me that it would be great on pizza, that second one,
Yes.
with that type of flavor. And
Touché.
I like an herbaceousness in the sauce, I really do. But my vote's going to go to number 1. I like its bright flavor. I like the acidity in it. Just the overall balance and complexity. They both had kind of about the same level of heat for me, but yeah, number one gets my vote, and that means number 1 is the winner.
Number 1 is the winner.
Mighty fine.
Number 1 there was Brian Bennett from Zombra. with his conspiracy theory hot sauce.
Huh?
It's got some, on the label, we've got some COVID bugs, we've got some flying bats, and we've got an image of Bill Gates. Brian, you better watch out. Bill Gates is coming after you. He's got a little bit more money, and he's got some lawyers on his side. The second one, though, we've got the one that didn't win that round. We've got Ghost Dog Hot Sauce, and this is from Ben Colvin, local musician. Another Ben Colvin, not the Ben Colvin that had Baby Yoda. And that's fermented habanero scorpion sauce by Ben Colvin, and he's going to start bottling this and selling this locally.
And as I said before, Ben, if you're watching, do it, because don't let losing in the Lit 8 discourage you. That's a fantastic sauce. And,
Yep.
If you're watching, Ben, I'm going to try and steal that bottle.
There you go. I'm
Yep.
put it in my back pocket.
I'll use it. Love it.
So if we've got we had the Sweat 16 and the Lit 8.
Yeah.
What is our final four? Is it just the final four? Or does it
Fiery 4.
Fiery 4. I like it.
4, Fire 4.
Fire 4. I like that. We'll
Yeah.
go with that.
That's what I was thinking.
So we've got going in right now in the semifinals in the final four, Fiery 4. We've got Deli Llama with Llama Spit. We've got Shane Casto with Fire from Yacht Club, and we've got Brian Bennett from Zombra. And then this is the final one right here, guys. Prepare to be dazzled. We got a couple of special ones here for you as well. Go ahead and start giving those a shot, and we'll. If you can talk after you've eaten one or two of these, let me know.
Is this when you ask us all the
Are
questions?
these really, really hot ones?
No, not at all.
It's like, wait,
No.
there's so much warning here.
Super mild, real easy, well flavored.
Little palate cleanser.
They are very good.
Totally different colors. One's definitely more
Different
like a
color, different smell.
brown, and one's very bright red.
Tell us a little bit about them, Joe. What do you got?
Well,
Ooh.
I haven't got down to either one of them yet. I've just tried or both of them yet. I've tried the first one, and it's got that sweet, aromatic banana-like flavor with a nice little kick of heat in the end.
Again, a different hot sauce than it was the other day.
Yeah,
Like some
yeah,
of these have really developed over the last few days.
Yeah, that happens. Like sauces. Like I said before, sauces or soups. Sometimes they change. The flavor changes in a positive way after they sit and rest for a few days.
Well, how often do you make a chili or a curry, and then you go back to it 2 or 3 days later, and
Exactly.
you're like,
Oh,
this
it's so
is-
much better.
Way better.
This is how I wanted it to taste.
I'm feeling like the first one isn't hot enough for me though.
Well,
And in comparison, and I definitely like a little kick.
Well,
What are
enjoy
y'all
the
thinking?
second one. Kelly, we were talking the other day about different types of like food battles that we should have around town that haven't been done. What's been created? What hasn't been done yet that you're like, man, I should really. I thought we could get like a bunch of different chefs to make different sausages, and we could just call it sausage party or something like that.
Oh,
That's
I know.
my personal.
My son
go-to.
wants me to throw the wiener war.
Well,
Wiener War.
yeah, I love that.
He thought he was a genius when he came up with that
That's a
one.
good one. I like that.
They already did a sausage party. I mean, it wasn't a competition, but at
It was an actual sausage party.
Sawhorse and Vivian, Dan from Sawhorse and Josiah from Vivian collaborated. They've had 2 of them so far. They did one at Vivian, one at Sawhorse, and they made a bunch of different sausages. So it had an Oktoberfest type of feel to it. It was beers, sausage, you know, knocking back little Underbergs at the end of the meal.
Lots
How
of
about
cross-
cheese? Has there been a cheese
Ooh.
competition?
There's
that
a cheese festival at, usually it's out at Highland. I know several years back I competed in a mac and cheese battle. I believe I got second. Foggy Mountain got first on that one. And you had people putting just all kinds of crazy shit in their mac and cheese. And, this is when I was at the Southern. I was like, we're going to do it how we always
Yeah.
do it. We're going to make our mac and cheese that we make every day, mac and cheese with bacon, the same cheese blend. I mean, maybe we added some little extra herbs or whatever. That's it. You had people putting corn and pickled rhubarb and I don't even know, all kinds of crazy shit that doesn't belong in mac and cheese. I mean, but it was a fun time.
What's the weirdest food that you guys have had to try at some of these food battles?
Oh, man.
I mean, I'll go out and
We talked about the birthday cake wing before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was. I'm hurting really bad.
We may have to
That
get a,
last one hurt me.
are we gonna have to get a
I'm crying.
paramedic?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's so-
That
it's-
last one's a ripper, man.
Oh my god.
So that last one's coming.
Birthday cake wings are horrific.
That
Yeah,
last
no,
one's coming in
it's
at
gone.
2 million. It says, if you look at the hot sauce here, it says, warning, this sauce is hot as hell. Comes in at 2 million Scoville.
Is that number 2? Because
I'm
I
just
said that, I was
salivating
like, I don't
so
think number
much.
1's hot enough in comparison to 2.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
my
yeah,
lips
because-
are burning and my eyes are watering.
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
drooling.
Yeah.
and
on
I kind of
myself.
like it.
You are drooling on
Number
yourself.
2 is
It's me and my
probably the
best.
hottest sauce that we've
What's the
had
hot? I
out
think
of
it's the
whole
hottest thing I've ever
competition.
eaten.
I like it
You got the
hot.
hiccups
Yeah,
yet?
me too.
No, no
That's what
hiccups.
it's all
That's
about.
good. Then you're fine.
And it doesn't.
Yeah.
It
I
doesn't
just
burn
it
so
can't make my
much.
eyes stop watering.
Then it could be worse.
You get the flavor first, then you get the.
Oh man.
Which is good.
When you just can't get that breath because you can't stop hiccuping, that's when you know, like, you may have to tap out. You know?
Oh my god. It was the slowest. It took so long. I was like, that's not bad. And then it was like 5 minutes later.
It's just
starting to hurt.
Just to let you know, it's not going to end for another 10 minutes.
It's not going to end for how long?
About another 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It'll stick with you.
Through the
That's
beer.
why that's why I put this one last, because it does have a kick to it. It is one of the hotter ones out here.
Thank you for
Destroy
saying
your
that.
palate, and not be able to taste the
feel
next
alive.
sauce. So.
I knew you were playing. I knew.
Alive with the sound of music, and then Pierce will be coming back up here in a few minutes, which is great. So let's go ahead. Kelly, hot sauce number 1 versus hot sauce number 2. I'm gonna let you get the words out the way, and then you can drink all the milk you need.
It's all
She's
gone.
out.
I
86
drank all
milk.
the milk. Believe it or not, I'm gonna go with number 2, the one that kicked my ass. Am I allowed to say that?
You can say whatever you want. Joe has been all week.
Yeah, yeah, I have, man.
Wow.
I have a potty mouth. I can't help it. I mean, I've applied a filter to it. I'm not as raunchy and bad as I usually am in that regard. So.
I think sauce number 2 removes anybody's filters if they do actually have
Yeah.
them in the first
Yeah,
place.
so you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, I love
fucking
number
hot.
2 now. I mean, I like the fact that my lips, that's something I want to have in my cabinet of hot sauces, which I do. To pull out when I
Yep.
really want the kick.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And
What do you say? What is it? You're like, all right, this isn't hot enough. Like, we got to go hotter. Or like, what is your normal go-to for something that you just want to just ramp it right up?
Well, I have all Firewalker's hot sauces. They've actually even collaborated and done these chicken nuggets with the hot sauce and CBD honey.
Okay.
So I'm super fan of them, and they're farmers and been growing for a while. So that's my go-to. They've got about 4 of them. But I always like to keep something super hot in there because I eat just food. So most of the food I have does not come with any seasonings on it. It's stuff we're harvesting out of the garden, just rice. And so the herbs and the hot sauce are everything. So I think that's why I tend to pick these that have a really unique flavor profile versus the standards.
Okay.
I like it.
So you're going number 2. Wyatt.
I'm going with number 2.
Number 2.
That's all it takes.
All right, Joe. Our job is done for us. We don't even have to do anything up here today.
Oh, Kelly voted for number 2 as well.
Yeah, can you believe it?
No, I believe
I
it.
know.
I like a
that.
challenge.
I like
I mean,
that.
that's hot sauce.
It is.
It
a
is hot sauce.
I mean, yeah.
But it tasted like something. But it like tasted so delicious in the very beginning that I was like, oh, it's so nice. He ended on a nice little, oh my God. What's happening?
That's my present from me and whoever made the hot sauce from us to you. Just to kind of go over the hot sauce that we have here. The first one that you tried was the Banana Erection by Steve Goff, who is also
yeah.
with Oxbar.
Yeah.
Likes to get creative. You like any different foods out there? You like your pig hoofs, and you want to use every part
Pork
of
brain
the animal.
mousse.
Oh, yeah.
His pork brain mousse is delicious.
I've
whenever
had
you-
that. It's
whenever-
it's
yeah.
really great.
He's
Whenever
made
he's
that
done
on our farm through a blind pig event.
Yeah,
So,
actually, that was one of the first times I was ever out there. I think I was out there for a Barnaroo one time or something, but I did the Lamb Jam in 2016. I had one of the tasting stations, so at my station I got assigned lamb kidney and liver. I was just like, really, y'all? Really? I get kidney? I mean, I think maybe I'd worked with rabbit kidneys at one point, just with the giblets, but that was about it. So I made it work. I feel like I made a pretty good little dish out of it. But
what was the dish you ended up making?
it was
Was it a pate?
I did a lamb and pork pate on a ramp butter crostini.
Yes.
Yes, the kidneys I actually I marinated them in coconut milk for like 36 hours, and
And
that's
did you
that's the.
slice them thin on some of this?
They were kind of sliced in half, and after I took them out of the coconut milk, patted them dry, I tossed them in a Ras El Hanout spice, which is like a Moroccan blackening spice, and just seared them real hard in a cast iron. Put them on top of that ramp butter crostini with the pate, and topped it with pickled rhubarb. Oddly enough.
Well, way to do something with some livers.
Yeah,
Because that
and
ain't
kidneys,
easy.
man. I was just like, other people were getting like lamb neck and like other like lamb shoulder, and I'm just like, Joe, you
Chops.
could get kidneys. I'm just like, okay, but I thought I knocked it out of the park though, man.
You
And
did, 'cause I remember.
then I knocked myself out of the park that night. I got hammered on moonshine, slept in my car.
So
I
you
know who
carried
to
on-
blame for that.
So you carried on doing work with livers and kidneys even after the.
Yes, yeah, I worked on my liver and kidneys.
Yep.
All right,
Good
well, let's
one.
go
That was
Great
through
time though, great time.
With
out
the
there.
with the winner of that hot sauce though, we've got Blake Elledge from Devil Baby. Devil Baby hot sauce is a new up and coming. Hey, yeah, right? Screw it.
Devil
Devil
baby.
Baby is a new hot sauce is coming to Asheville. They have Devil Baby hot sauce, and it's got a blow up. I don't know if you guys ever saw the inflatable of Trump over London when it went over there.
Yes.
So it's got that on the front label, and it's called Little Orange Monster. So I can't wait to try that one.
That's beautiful.
So this is our final four, folks.
Yeah, we got the fiery
It's a good
four
final
set.
four.
Yeah.
We got Blake Elledge, Devil Baby, Jane Castro, Spia from Asheville Yacht Club, Chastity's Llama Spit from Deli Llama Food Truck, and Brian Bennett's Conspiracy Theory from Zombie.
Who goes against who? We're just going to try all four of
No,
them, right?
yeah, well, this is how we're going to do the finals. We're not going to have a semi-final round and a final round like a basketball tournament. We're going to vote. We're going to set it up. 4 sauces, 5 judges. We all vote first, second, third place, and whoever gets, and we scored appropriately. 3 points for first, 2 points for second, 1 point for third. We tally the points. We come up with a first, second, third place winner.
Cool. Well,
Right
that'll be later on this afternoon at 4 o'clock. Guys, do we have anything else that we'd like to add before we go to today? Kelly, we good?
No, it's. I would like to announce that the burn has finally begun to fade.
Perfect.
Yes.
That's good. What else do we got? Normally when we're talking about burns, not you, but like if someone's talking about burns, they're like, well, you can get a clean for that. But that's another. We got Wyatt with Wicked Weed. What have we got going on? Any last
Not
words?
much I can't think of that we didn't already cover, but just thanks to everybody for supporting us with our deliveries and our food pickups and stuff. And definitely swing by and get some Cool Cumber while it lasts. It's a really small batch this year. And
Thanks for bringing that today, Wyatt. That was definitely a good
Yes.
call as far as like cooling down the palate from the hot sauces.
yeah.
Appreciate that.
And thanks to the Orange Peel. Thanks to you, man, for putting this on.
Absolutely.
We're
Yeah.
always happy to partner
So
up with you
fun.
guys with whatever you have going on, and especially something that's right in my wheelhouse like
Yeah.
this right here.
Thanks for coming
we
in, man. We
appreciate y'all
appreciate
being
it.
here.
Absolutely. And Franny, what else you got going on?
I just gotta say, I love our community, our town, food, beer. These are all the good things in life. I'm super excited to be here with you guys. And come and see us at our dispensaries. We're all open. We're here for you. And you.
Excellent.
I can't wait to get back to the farm again sometime too. I love that place. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous.
Well, thanks everyone. This is our quarterfinals of Hot Sauce Battle 2020, and to take us out, we're going to have Pierce Edens with a couple of tunes. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors: Firewalker Hot Sauce, Wicked Weed Brewing Company, Bhramari, Highland Brewing Company, and Highwire, in association with IamAVL, and John Hanson on the soundboard. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Pierce.
Bring that fire.
coming down. A body done drowned in the river. Yeah, a body in the river in the rain coming down. Somebody gotta go and get it. I said somebody gotta go and get it. And I said, should have known better get close when that water up like this. When that riverbank crumble beneath your feet, it's already too late to swim. Yeah, it's already too late to swim. Lord, get down, body in the river and the rain coming down. Body done drown in the river. Yeah, body in the river and the rain coming down. Somebody gotta go and get it. I said somebody gotta go and get it. I said, Lord, was she with someone when she died? Or was she left all alone? Or was she someone mother, someone wife, someone child? And how all they ever gonna know? I said, how all they ever gonna know? Unless we go down, body in the river and the rain coming down. Body done drowned in that river. Yeah, body in the river and the rain coming down. Somebody gotta go and get her. I said, somebody gotta go and get it. And I said, there's a lazy river, some would say, but that rain should been coming down for days. And in every lazy river, you're sleeping in that water. You're laying in that river bed, there's a rage. Yeah, sleeping in that water, there's a rage. But everybody in the river and the rain coming down. A body done drowned in the river. Yeah, a body in the river and the rain coming down. Somebody gotta go and get it. I said somebody gotta go and get it. And I said, grab a rope and make it quick. She gonna wash away that river foaming like a rabid dog. Yeah, she already tasted some blood today. Yeah, she already tasted some blood today. Grab a rope and make it quick. She gonna wash away and pray. I said pray. I said pray. I don't wanna never feel pain. No, I don't wanna never know a name. No, I don't wanna never feel pain. And I don't wanna never know a name. Everybody in the river and the rain coming down. Body done drowned in that river. Yeah, body in the river and the rain coming down. Somebody gotta go and get it. Somebody gotta go and get it. And I said, I said, ooh, I said, ooh, ooh, ooh. Right. Hot sauce battle. Finish her off here with another slide tune. Thanks y'all for having me. Again, my name is Pierce Eden, so if you like what you hear, come follow me on Facebook. I do a live stream every day at 4 o'clock. said the Lord's appetite from a stale wedding cake, said to me doing that. And it already came, Lord, it came as soon as the wedding bell rang. Lord, like the Lord, more than that way it's hard enough to deal with them love and pain and try to love somebody when love ain't gone. You do short and the deed too long, this ain't no hot wedding. It's a pale shade of gray. That which get from sipping on that flat she on. Oh, that flat she Baby, take all that wedding gown, Lord, it never suit you. And how you see the truth if you look around. Ain't gotta settle for settle down, Lord. You never heal unless you feel some pain. And you never will unless you let it rain. Oh, let it rain. Oh, no pain, go. And that when rain, you know when you go round here, sipping on that flashy on. Oh, that flashy pain. Can't stand in the rain, shiver through the winter and the flower in spring. I don't want in the summer, she can't stand storm. I don't want in the autumn, and she can't hang on. She can air soft skin. If she got some real hard bones, ain't no good for standing with her. She can't stand alone. Yeah, I don't care so much as the best she got. And give her like coffee, bitter, strong and hot, sweet, strong and bitter, bitter, strong and sweet. I don't want her, but she don't want the same thing with me. Cause mama don't allow, and papa don't tolerate. Don't you give me no good taste on that flat she on. Oh, that bad shit, baby. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Orangeville.